12th house. I was blown away by the cinematography. Some dazzling, inventive, fresh shots. And overall, it just felt really brave. There's this great element of like a B movie, but with this elevated quality throughout, with the attention to the different textures and the latex. And there's something very unnerving, but also like the seedy underground, the rave culture, the nights out, and the different characters that we align ourselves with. I thought it tied into this non-linear story, but it left me with a strong impact of the story I gained from it, or the message I gained from it, of all of these nights where we traverse the streets with different people and exploring the parts of us that we don't show to everybody, the raw, the bravely authentic, and how that doesn't last. And in the light of day, maybe it doesn't seem quite the same, but there's still this magical lure of it as well. And yeah, I thought this was really brilliantly done. I'd love to see this team explore a full length narrative and see what they could bring to that using this experimental quality.
12th House. This film kind of reminded me of the works of David Lynch. It was very difficult to understand, it was very difficult to interpret it, but it has something to it that appeals to the viewer's attention because of its, its dreamlike, its nightmare-like atmosphere. It's so strange. It makes you wonder what are you watching, but still you are intrigued enough to keep watching it. So I think the visuals are very powerful. The details, the decisions the filmmaker made to make this film is it's a very unique experience actually. And I think that people will talk a lot about this. I mean, it's not something that if you watch alone you can understand. It's the kind of film that you need to watch with someone else, or to talk about with someone else who has seen it. I think it's the kind of film that um, needs conversation to fully understand it, to fully appreciate it. But yeah, it's a very well made experimental film, very dreamy. Well,
This film felt very immersive. It kind of felt like I was walking through Meow Wolf. It was quite bizarre, that kind of level of bizarre where you kept going through different portals and ending up in different realities where you weren't sure really what was going on. You just kept walking and enjoying the ride, enjoying the experience as you kept walking through different rooms and saying, okay, we're enjoying this room now. We're enjoying this portal and this experience. It was had that quite Meow Wolf vibe to it where you really weren't sure what was going on. It was very, very different but enjoyable and mind-blowing at the same time, where it was just very, very odd but enjoyable. One of those things that you won't forget. For anyone who's ever been to Meow Wolf, they would understand what I'm saying. It's just, it kind of had that type of vibe to it where it was kind of going through all these different layers, and where it kind of did feel like a very immersive experience, which works that she was in the water for part of it, because it very much felt like that you were being immersed into this experience, into this film. And it really worked very well for this particular type of film.
12th House, an experimental movie that really mix like unrealistic and realistic situations at the same time. I would say I really like the way the movie opens in the black and white and basically in the ocean with these the main character alone, and then we move on to a more colorful world. Kind of we go down in the rabbit hole, like, even because we do really have rabbit figures throughout the film, very much reminiscent of Donnie Darko. I like that the fact that we transition from black and white to colors, and we have we can see the main character struggle between the different situations. First at the first in the ocean, and then at the beach, and then in the restaurant, a kind of restaurant with the rabbits, and then these kind of I don't know how getting pregnant. And then we go back to the black and white. I think it was very interesting, very mysterious, I would say as well. So overall, that was a great job, and I think directing and editing really managed to keep you there, not just with the action sequences, but also with the music and the acting throughout. So well done, excellent film.